Alright guys, in this video we're going to be going over a new PlayStation 5 leak, and I have to admit that originally I was not planning on discussing this leak because it seemed a little too good to be true, and on top of that there are new leaks and rumors popping up everywhere because we are getting very close to the official PlayStation 5 reveal, so naturally this is what's going to happen. But I actually recently came across something here that actually may give some weight to this leak, and it is very exciting if this is true and if this is what I think it is, because this leak is really, really good. Okay, like if this is what Sony's actual plans are for the PlayStation 5, we are in for something incredibly awesome. And I want to emphasize right now, before anybody gets ahead of themselves, I know I have a tendency to hype things up a little too much. This is a leak. This is a rumor. It's best not to get too overly excited until it's confirmed by Sony themselves, or until we actually get some valid sources claiming that this is in fact Sony's plan. But I will tell you this, if it's true, it's very exciting. So let's go over the information here. It says PlayStation appears to be in the process of changing its company slogan. Over the course of this generation, it's mainly gone with "for the players" as well as "best place to play." But if you take a look at PlayStation Europe's Twitter profile, as pointed out by Twitter user Videotech, it now says it's time to play. Now there's a chance this could just be part of a fresh look for the social media account, but the way that it leads the rest of the text makes it seem more important than that. We could well be looking at the PlayStation 5 slogan, and this is where it gets juicy. There was a massive PS5 leak posted to 4chan 1 week ago at the time of the writing of this article. We didn't report on it because, well, it's 4chan. Supposed rumors and leaks are always being posted by anonymous sources, and the vast majority turn out to have no bearing on reality. However, this leak states that PlayStation's new slogan for the PS5 will be "It's time to play." Either this poster's made a really lucky guess, or there's actually some truth to the leak. The post features a long list of PS5 details. We've broken down the main points below, so let's go over them. I think you guys are going to like this. PS5 reveal event is set for February 5th, 2020. The PlayStation 5 release date is October 2020, which is interesting if true, because I think most of us were anticipating a November release date, and I think October would definitely be a little bit sooner than most of us were expecting. The PS5 price is going to be $499 US, and there will only be one model. PS5 launch games include Gran Turismo 7, MLB The Show 21, Demon's Souls Remastered, Godfall, Legends, which is a new IP from Sony Santa Monica Studio, games teased at the PS5 reveal, Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, Marvel's Spider-Man sequel, new sci-fi IP from Naughty Dog, new IP from SIE Japan, new IP from London Studio, Final Fantasy, I assume that's 16, and a new Resident Evil. PS5 specs almost on par with Xbox Series. Leak claims that the X is more expensive, PS5 more powerful than cheaper Xbox Lockhart. So that's surprising if true. I'd say at least it's surprising in the sense that I think all of these people who were thinking that the PS5 is going to be significantly less powerful than the Xbox Series, I would have to imagine that it would surprise them if it wasn't that at all and they were actually on par. It's also interesting to see that the next generation Xbox is apparently going to be more powerful, or not powerful, more expensive than the PS5. Well, actually, it would be more powerful, but it's interesting because we did hear Digital Foundry kind of speculate on this a little bit, saying that for as powerful as this new Xbox console seems like it's going to be, it seems like it's actually going to be pretty expensive because of that. It would also explain why Lockhart is actually probably going to be a thing. It also goes on to say here the PS5 slogan is "It's time to play." Now, as far as I understand, this leak, now there's more to go over here, don't worry, but I just want to talk about the slogan for a second. As far as I understand, this leak came out before PlayStation Europe updated their description. So that is very, very interesting if true. Let's move on here. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, okay? Some of this sounds feasible, namely the reveal event, the October release, and the pricing, But there are parts of the leak that throw it into question. Most obvious of all is that the poster says Sony will be at E3 2020 in order to share more information about the PS5. Obviously, that's not right. Since this leak was posted, Sony confirmed that it won't be attending E3 2020. Sony's plans could have changed between then and now, but we highly doubt it. So this is where we're at. The leak seems to be spot on with the part about the PlayStation 5 slogan. Just about everything else seems reasonable too, but there are a couple of details that simply don't add up. Again, the poster may have just gotten very lucky with their predicted slogan. It's impossible to say right now. All we can do is wait and see whether Sony does announce an event for February 5th. If that's really happening, then you'd expect the company to reveal its plans over the next week or so. So that's the next thing we're going to have to look out for, is when Sony sets the date. If it is in fact February 5th, then everything we just read here from this leak could very well be what we end up seeing at the PlayStation 5 reveal. Now, there actually is more information to go over regarding this leak, and I want to cover as much of it as I can because, again, there seems to be some evidence here that this could be the real deal. Something else that the leaker talked about says here the console design, controller, UI/home screen, certain features, console specs, talk from third parties/indie publishers, as well as announcements for PS5 exclusives will be shown. So this is all stuff that we're going to see and we've kind of already expected at the event. Buzzwords for the console's features include, and again, it's going to be interesting to see if this turns out to be true, little to no load times, blazing fast downloads, immersive controls, modular installs for games, download whatever, disk drive included, and download the games or stream the games as an option. We're looking at you, Stadia. And again, this person said that the slogan is going to be "It's time to play," and we just saw that it's apparently updated. But here's the part you guys are really going to want to tune into, okay? And this is where, again, it starts to sound like, is it too good to be true? The leaker also touched on PS5 backward compatibility support, saying it'll be a big feature for the new console. So this is what the leak actually said. Backwards compatibility with all PS4 games is also a big feature, though a new transferring feature, users will easily transfer their PS4 games to the PS5 if those games are downloaded. Save data/backups for PS4 games will also be transferable. Backwards compatibility is such a major feature that games from all PlayStation, from all 5 PlayStation platforms, PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3, and PS4 will be compatible on PS5, making it an ultimate PlayStation console, putting an emphasis on past and present gaming. And this is where it gets tricky. Again, more details about backwards compatibility will be discussed at a later date, especially at E3. Now, it's worth pointing out that this leak was posted a little while before, I think 2 or 3 days before Sony officially confirmed that they wouldn't be at E3. Now, there is a chance that their plans could have changed, like it said, in that time, but it's unlikely. What they could be referring to, if all of this is in fact true, is they could simply be referring to the fact that Sony's going to maybe have some type of other event. I've heard that they're going to have like 2 or 3 major reveals or / events throughout the course of the PlayStation 5 marketing campaign. Clearly, they're not just going to have one big event, reveal everything, and then not talk about it again until it's released. They're going to slowly trickle out things. Maybe this is what they meant. At around the time of E3, we know that Sony is going to want to have a presence. That's the thing. Even if it's just their own state of play where they're announcing this stuff, Sony's not going to just do nothing during the time of E3. They may not be showing up at E3, but they will have some announcements to drop because they are absolutely not going to allow Microsoft to be the only ones talking about their next-gen console during that time. So, yeah, that's pretty much the leak, guys. Again, I originally wasn't planning on covering this because this sounds absolutely amazing if it's true. Like, it sounds incredible. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself because you know how the saying goes, oftentimes if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. But we do know that Sony is planning to go absolutely big with the PS5. And believe me when I tell you, like, they plan to just really, I think, blow people away with what they're going to be doing. And there is a little bit of weight to this leak, guys. Like, I don't want to sit here and say you should believe this and be super hyped, but it is worth noting that the slogan that was in this leak, it's time to play, we now see PlayStation's official European account boasting that same slogan. Granted, they're not outright saying it's a slogan, but it's there. So yeah, again, to my understanding, it wasn't there previously, and now it is. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I'm really going to be interested to see what you guys have to say about this leak down below. Do you believe it? Do you think that everything we're seeing here could in fact be the entire PlayStation 5 reveal and all the big information just kind of being put out here? Or do you think it's too good to be true? And what do you think about the slogan? What do you think about the correlation there? Do you think it's just a coincidence? Or do you think that it kind of proves something? Leave your thoughts down below. Leave the video a like if you did enjoy it, or if you're excited for the PlayStation 5. Really helps it out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.